Right then, this is Castlevania Chronicles and there are two different modes. Let me show you the differences between them. Wow, what is there to say about this game? It's Castlevania! Well, actually there's quite a lot to say about this game. It's got an interesting lineage and it's actually quite different from the standard Castlevania games, especially from Symphony of the Night, which was also released roughly around the same time and for the same system. Castlevania Chronicles is in fact a remake of an old computer game which was never released outside of Japan and released for a system that, quite frankly, most Westerners have never even heard of, the Sharp X68000. But the problem is, that old computer game was actually a remake of a previous Famicom/NES game called, well, Castlevania. So this game is essentially a remake of a remake. Try not to get too confused. Anyway, this game is totally worth buying. Why? Well, it just does everything right. For example, it's different to Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is widely considered to be the best Castlevania game. Its open-endedness was a big attraction for a lot of people. The thing is, this game is completely opposite. It's back to the old school of Castlevania games. You got levels, you got hidden points, you got one-ups, all that kind of crazy old school shit that we're used to. It's in this game. So there is kind of room for both titles, really. I mean, personally, I actually do prefer this kind of structured thing to the free roaming of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Does it mean I like Castlevania Symphony of the Night less than this? No, I actually love these games just as much as each other. There are two modes, as I showed you earlier, arranged mode and normal mode. You can save in both of them once you die, so you can actually, you know, continue your game if you, like, when you die. So you'd have to save a massive password. This was obviously a big thing back then on the old shop. But, you know, they've also kept that feature in for the PlayStation. Well, they've also added new features, new levels to the PlayStation version. Try to get the American or the European version because it's got more stuff like commentary from the director and some additional gameplay enhancing features. I mean, you get the arranged mode, which is the mode I'm playing now, which features art from the same person who did the Symphony of the Night art, which is good. Also, you can save at the Dracula battle, level 24. Yeah, boy, there's 24 levels in the game. Also, like, you know, they fixed the bug with the music where it would play late and slow down and stuff like that. So, and also it's cheaper. I mean, you can pick this game up for a tenner. And I think that this game is literally one of the most underappreciated Castlevania titles. It's got fantastic music. Listen to this music for a second. Isn't that music just great? Although, yeah, you can still play the original Sharp version with its original music, which is also fantastic, may I just add. So yeah, the sound's fantastic, the presentation's fantastic. Oh yeah, the gameplay. Yeah, I've obviously mentioned that it plays like the very old style Castlevanias, and that's a good thing, but the levels play nice, the levels are well designed, the enemies are well designed, and they've been remastered as well to make them a bit more fair and less cheap in the American/English version. So check out this game. I mean, seriously, this is one of the most underappreciated Castlevania games. In fact, I'd say it's one of the most underappreciated PlayStation titles. There's enough room in your heart for both Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Castlevania Chronicles. I mean, why not? They're both completely different types of Castlevania. That's like trying to compare Resident Evil 1 with Resident Evil 4. They're completely different. I mean, they're the same, don't get me wrong, you can tell that they share similarities, but at the same time they're different types of game, almost. I don't know where I'm going with this. Listen, just play the fucking game, okay?